Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. In today's video, I'm going to share my wish list and recommendations for the upcoming Sephora VIB sale. So the dates for the sale were recently announced, and we have 3 different sale dates depending on the tier. So Rouge members gets 20% off and they can shop the 1st to the 11th. VIB members get 15% off and they can also shop the 1st to the 11th. And Beauty Insiders get 10% off and they shop the 7th through the 11th of November. So I'm going to share some products that I have on my wish list that I might pick up and some products I recommend if you're looking for recommendations for the sale. I always encourage not impulse buying just because there's a sale. A lot of the items on my wish list have been on my wish list for a really long time. And I just wait until there's a sale or I just really want it. But I try not to run out and just buy a bunch of stuff just because it's a discount. But if you want to see the stuff that I'm planning on picking up and the stuff that I recommend you pick up, let's keep on watching. So I'm going to start with my wish list, and I have my Sephora VIB my Sephora Loves list in front of me. I'm just going to run down through it, and I'll put a picture on the screen of the products I'm describing. I'll also put links down in the description box below of all my recommendations. So the first product that I've had on my list for quite some time is the First Aid Beauty Concealer. It's the Bendy Avocado Concealer, and I have mine picked out in the shade 1, which is Bone, and it's for pale to alabaster porcelain skin. First Aid Beauty is my favorite skincare brand, and I've heard such good things about this concealer that I want to try it. It retails for $22 regularly. The next item is a repurchase of one of my holy grails, and it's the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. The setting spray keeps makeup on forever, and it's one of those things that every time I run through a bottle, I pick up a new bottle. So I'm debating getting a backup because I know it's something that I love. The setting spray retails for $33 for the full size, which is 118 milliliters or 4 ounces. A new product that released that caught my attention was the Huda Beauty Nude Obsessions eyeshadow palettes, and I have mine in the shade Light because I am light-skinned. I have never tried Huda Beauty's eyeshadow products. I only have 2 of her Power Matte Bullet lipsticks. That's the only things I've tried from the brand. But the light one looks like it'd be perfect on my skin tone. The mattes aren't too rich or they're not too fair that I wouldn't be able to see them show up. And the color schemes is something I gravitate towards. This retails for $29, but I'm also debating some of the other Obsession palettes, so this one's not a definite purchase. A product I'm 100% going to get is the First Aid Beauty Pure Skin Face Cleanser. The full size retails for $21, and I just finished up my other size, which is the mini one. I am saving in the bag for an upcoming empty video because right now I only have a few products, but this is a cleanser that I've continually used and repurchased. It's my favorite. I have somewhat sensitive skin. It's not super sensitive, so picking out a cleanser that works for me is kind of difficult. I keep this one in my shower and I love it. I find that it does help get makeup off, but I do go on with like a micellar water or like another second cleanse afterwards, but it leaves my skin feeling really clean, yet not like stripped of everything. This will be in my collection for as long as I wear makeup. The next product I have is one of the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayons. I'm wearing one right now. I have the shade Peridot, which is a really pretty green color, and the color that I picked out is the shade Overnight, which is a matte deep blue. When it comes to these colors, I like to pick more adventurous or avant-garde colors because I definitely have like a nude, a black, a brown, like the staple eyeliners. And the best thing about the Marc Jacobs line is they have some really cool colors, and they also have shimmer and matte finishes. I typically don't go for high-end eyeliners. This retails for $25, which is definitely pricey, but the Marc Jacobs eyeliners literally last all day. I find that the ColourPop ones are comparable, but the Marc Jacobs ones are definitely have more longevity and they're easier to smudge out. And if there's a color that I really, really want, like this one that I've had bookmarked, I'm definitely gonna get it. But if you're an eyeliner fan, I highly recommend these. I also really like the Urban Decay eyeliners and the Milk Makeup Longwear Gel eyeliners as well. I have the Hourglass Extreme Caution Length Mascara because that is my new favorite mascara of all time. It recently replaced my Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, which was my holy grail. And I'm kind of disappointed because this mascara is $29, whereas the Essence was like $5. So of course, if I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy it on a sale. And I typically don't go for high-end mascaras, but I am hooked. Another product that I have on my list is my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Mont Blanc. I filmed a video ranking all my foundations, which should be up before this video or after this video. But this foundation ranked pretty high on it if you didn't see that already. And I want to back up because this is my favorite foundation for the winter. I found that it's not drying. It's like a sheer to medium buildable coverage. It just looks really good on my skin. And now that winter is basically here, I want to pack up stock up on foundations that look good because a lot of them can accentuate my dryness and I am not about that. I also have the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm on my list, which retails for $34. I don't think I mentioned, but the NARS foundation retails for $47. Ever since this went out in a BoxyCharm, I saw so many people give good reviews on these, and I've actually never tried a cleansing balm. I want to try it because I feel like it would help take off my makeup without stripping my skin, so I'm definitely interested in this. And I'm steering more and more away from makeup wipes because they're just harmful for the environment and not something I need to be using every day. I have a Farsali Skin Goals Blur, Prime, Hydrate, and Soothe set. It's $25, but it claims to be a $33 value, and it's a mini of some of the Farsali best-selling, like, elixirs, is that what they're called? So it contains the Unicorn Essence Antioxidant Primer Serum, Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum, Rose Gold Elixir 24K Gold Infused Beauty Oil, and the Volcanic Elixir Polynesian Beauty Oil. Jackie Aina talks about the Skin Tune Blur like no other, and she makes me want it, but I wouldn't be willing to invest in a full size, so this mini kit is perfect for someone like me who's never tried Farsali products. If you have tried Farsali before, let me know if this is actually worth it or if you just don't recommend them. I have the Natasha Denona Mini Gold Eyeshadow Palette for $25 on my wish list, and I have been wanting this since the moment it released. I would put the Natasha Denona Full Gold Eyeshadow Palette, but I still can't justify buying that with a sale. It looks so pretty, and if I could honestly buy any eyeshadow palette, I would buy that one, but the mini one has some really unique colors. I talked about the mini one in a new makeup release video, but it has 4 unique colors and 1 color that's in the existing gold palette. So if you want something to complement the gold palette, if you already own it, you could pick up this. Or if you're like me and you want like a taste of the gold palette, you can pick up this. And I am super excited to add this to my collection. I have one of the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Shadows on my list for $29. I picked the color Ray, which is a deep champagne. Samantha Ravindal uses these all the time and they look so good, but this is a product that I'm hesitant about because I have quite a few of the Stila glitter and glows that I don't get enough use out of, so I don't really know if adding another glitter product is practical for my collection. I have the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer, which retails for $28 on my collection, or on my loves list. I feel like overall Ciate is a really underrated brand, and the few products that I've tried from them I really like. The claims of this primer are something that really appeals to me. So this primer claims that it's a lightweight multitasking primer to hydrate, brighten, and improve skin's texture all by prepping for long-lasting makeup. Hydrate, brighten, long-lasting makeup, like those are the things I look for. They're key terms. It's also free of sulfates, SLS, and SLES, and parabens. It's vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free, and the reviews look pretty promising. I want to try more from Ciate and hopefully come back with an entire brand review because right now I've only tried 1 or 2 things. I have the Bite Beauty Front Press Lip Gloss in the shade Vanilla Latte, which is a golden beige on my loves list, and it retails for $22. First of all, I love the smell of coffee, and secondly, I'm definitely getting into lip gloss. I have the Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk Lip Gloss right now, and this is probably my favorite lip gloss ever, like hands down. I want to try these, and I've heard really good reviews, but I also thought these were a limited edition, so I'm surprised that they're still on my loves list because I added it quite a long time ago. A product I'm not sure if I'm actually going to buy, but I've had on my loves list, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. I picked up the color Medium Brown, which is for medium brown hair with cool ash undertones. I have auburn hair, but I find that I need a cooler undertone pencil, and I typically use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. I got the mini, so it's only $9, or I would get the mini, so it's only $9. But I don't know, because I'm kind of hesitant. I don't really know how this product would work. I just think it's so intriguing. I just want to pick it up and try it. I also have 2 more Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes on my list. I have the Mini Nude eyeshadow palette, which retails for $25, and the Sunrise eyeshadow palette, which retails for $65. I don't want to go too eyeshadow palette crazy because my goal is to have a realistic eyeshadow palette collection because I have some palettes that I could definitely show some more love to, but these are really pretty. The Mini Nude eyeshadow palette might be kind of boring, but they're the colors that I wear every single day. Additionally, the Sunrise palette is it's pretty. I don't know how much I would wear it, but I really do want to try out the Natasha Denona formula, but I think I'll be satisfied when I get that mini gold. I only have 2 more products on my loves list. The next one is the Cover FX Monochromatic Shimmer and Blush Duo in the shade Soft Peach. I love a good shimmery blush, and I've also been really into blush. Like, I've walked out without bronzer, but I walked out with blush caked on. It's just a makeup product I really feel like adds like youthfulness and glow and adds life to your face. And sometimes on a Monday morning when I am not feeling it, blush just makes me look a little bit more happy and all put together. This color is just the color that I think would look best on me. They also have 2 bronzers in this duo, and I feel like it's such an innovative product. It retails for $38, and you technically get like 3 products because you got the matte blush, the shimmer blush, and you can mix them both together to make a unique color. I've heard such good reviews on these, and I really want to try it for myself. And the last product that I have on my list is one of the Fenty Beauty Stila lip paints, and this is in the shade Uncuffed, which is the rosy mauve. I'm between this and Unbuttoned, which is the nude, but I feel like because of the fall and winter time, I'm more likely to wear a mauve. For some reason, I just don't lean toward nudes in the winter. I go more bold in the fall and winter. This retails for $24, and I've never tried the Stila lip paint formulas, but I've tried like all of the gloss bombs, and if anything is good, I know I'll love this. So those are the products on my wish list. Now let's jump right into the recommendations. So I have my recommendations listed out, but once again, you don't have to buy anything just because there's a sale. But the first thing that I recommend is the Fenty Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, which is my favorite moisturizer. It comes in this big tub, and I still have tons of product left, and I've been using it for quite a few months. If you have dry skin, this will save your life. It's so hydrating and moisturizing, but it's still not too heavy and thick feeling. I also recommend the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. Like I said, Diamond Milk is my favorite color, but I have tried all the 3 original shades. I Tragically Lost Fussy, I have Diamond Milk, and Fenty Glow. And I think if I were to rank them, I would put Diamond Milk, Fussy, then Fenty Glow, because I just like that pink tone of Fussy better. But I think no matter what color you pick up, you can't go wrong with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. They're super hydrating, they're relatively long lasting, and they're sheer enough that I think the color would work on everybody, which is why it's a universal lip luminizer. I told this story before, but me and my friends went on vacation and we took a long plane flight and my chapstick was buried somewhere in my bag. But I always keep my makeup with me on my carry-on instead of checking it. So I pulled out my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb and like put it on, and my lips were hydrated, moisturized, and it looked great. So they also have that added property besides like a great shine to them. I think this is a great time to stock up on palettes if you've been really wanting one. I don't think you should just buy a palette to buy a palette, but if there's something on your wish list you've been hesitant to buy, the sale is a great time. Right now, I've been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. I think it's one of the best Anastasia palettes, and that's not just because I love Jackie, it's because I love the color scheme. The shade Sponsored, which is that like green-brown duochrome, is my favorite Anastasia shade in that palette, and I'm planning on doing a video of all of my favorite Anastasia shades and like making my own palette. But that one is stunning. So I recommend that if you're looking for a new eyeshadow palette. Not a new eyeshadow palette, but an eyeshadow palette that I love is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. And I feel like those shades are really appropriate for like the holiday time. It's something that I reach for continually. I wore it last year for New Year's, last year for Christmas, last year for Thanksgiving. And odds are I'll do the same this year. And I recently picked up the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette in Ghost, which I really like. I don't think it would work if you have a darker skin tone, but if you've been wanting to try out the Hourglass formula and you have a skin tone similar to mine, I really like all the powders, but it is still an expensive palette. It retails for $80. I also love the Sephora collection cream lip stains. They are my favorite liquid lipstick formula of all time. I love them. They're long lasting, they're not drying, and did I mention they're long lasting? They are the most long lasting lip product in my collection. You can't go wrong with any of the colors. I have a really pretty terracotta, some nudes, a mauve, like a vampy purple. It's one of those formulas where I know I can pick up any color and it looks good. So if you're into liquid lipsticks and you're looking for a color and you find one in that formula, it has my 100% seal of approval. Another product I recommend, which is something I had on my wish list, is a foundation backup. If you have a Holy Grail foundation, there's no better time to purchase it than on a sale because you already know you like it and you're getting a discount. I'm not saying you should buy like 30 of your favorite foundations, but I am buying that NARS one because I'm about halfway through the first one and I know I'm gonna have to buy a new one eventually, and I'd rather get it with a discount. An eyeliner that I've been loving lately is by Urban Decay, and it's one of their 24/7 eyeliners in the shade Whisky. Whisky is like the perfect rich brown, and I feel like brown eyeliners like aren't that special, and I have quite a few, but this one is like magical. It's so pretty, it lasts really well, and it's a little bit warmer than some of my other browns, which are a bit deeper. I like putting it on the waterline. It just like really adds some warmth and depth to my complexion, or I'll smoke it out in the top lash line as well. Once again, I am purchasing the Hourglass Caution Mascara because it's my favorite mascara, and I do recommend it. I find that it's really volumizing. It's really volumizing without getting super clumpy. I have naturally really long lashes, so length isn't something that concerns me, but it does add a little bit extra length. But I love it for that volume, and I've never gotten more compliments on my lashes than I have when I wore the Hourglass mascara. I also love the Sephora collection brush tipped liquid eyeliner. It is my favorite liquid eyeliner of all time, and in some of my earlier videos, I've talked about how I went on a bit of an eyeliner journey, and I struggled to find one that really worked for me. But this one has a perfect brush tip where I can make wings out to heaven, or I can line like the inner corner, make a cat eye, and it doesn't bleed, it doesn't run. I've worn it to festivals and concerts where I've had makeup on for literally 18 hours, and it looks just as good as the day I put it on. I find that this eyeliner is so underrated. I don't think I've seen any big people talk about it, but I highly recommend it if you're also on that eyeliner struggle bus that I was on. The next product that I recommend is a Stila Glitter and Glow. If you're like me, you probably won't get use of the entire one because I just don't wear glitter on an average basis. I definitely recommend the mini sets because they're more practical if you don't wear glitter, so you can get 3 minis for the price of 1 full size. But there's a full size shimmer and glow or glitter that you have your eyes on. I love them. When I do wear them, I get compliments, and they're just fun to have in your makeup collection if you want to add a little something something to an eye look. And the last product that I recommend, which is also on my wish list, is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This setting spray just locks in makeup. I wore it when I went on vacation with my friend. I've worn it to weddings where I'm sweating on the dance floor. I've worn it in the hot summer. I've worn it all the time. And it does have alcohol, so it is drying, but it locks in your face and your face does not move. And if I have a special occasion or I know I need my makeup on all night, it's the setting spray I always reach for. But that wraps up all of my recommendations and my wish list for the upcoming Sephora VIB sale. Let me know what products you recommend and which products you're planning on picking up. If you like this video, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. I post a new video 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'd love to have you join me next time. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching.